Nielsen Silva with Routerly.net. I'm back. I want to do a couple videos this week, and today I want to talk about routes. Yesterday I was speaking with one of my clients. His name is Mark, and Mark was struggling um, starting his pool service, and he was having trouble with his route. So I want to talk about how to figure it out. What's the best way to add a customer to your existing route, how friendly it is, and how easy it is to move things around. So over here, we have a recurring service every Monday assigned to Nilson Silva, and here are the customers. So on this little route, we have two customers. I'm going to add other customers to this work order just so we have a bigger route. So I want to talk about the side of rearranging the stops manually, optimizing the route, and seeing a route on the stop on the map itself. So I'm gonna add Chuck Norris to our route real quick. It's a recurring. I'm gonna be set for every Monday. And actually, I'm gonna set it for every Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday every week. Interval 1. I'm going to put unlimited count, so I'm not going to put an ending date. Signed to Nilson Silva. Service, I'm going to do cleaning. And I am done. So this gets added to this route. So when I refresh, Chuck Norris there. I'm going to add 2 more so this route gets to be a little bit bigger. Logan Smith, recurring yes, weekly, every Tuesday. So I went to click on next and it's not allowing me to. What does that mean? That means I got to look for what field is required and I'm not adding. In this case, it's the interval, so I'm doing there every week. What service? I'm doing cleaning. And I am done. Now we have 4 stops. I'm going to add 1 more just to be fun. I'm going to add our president, Donald Trump. I hope you're a fan of him, but if you're not, it's okay. I still love you. Joking. I have no political saying when it comes to software or anything related to that. I got to stay clean. Recurring, interval 1, weekly, every Tuesday. Next, save. Okay, so I'm going to refresh this real quick, and the route is a mess, right? So we have number 1, number 4 here, number 3, number 5 here. So it's pretty weird. How can I optimize this to better serve me? The first thing you can do, you can drag and drop. So I'm going to get Chuck Norris, which was the number 2, and I'm going to put on number 1. Okay? And then it automatically reroutes the route itself. But look, I want to start at number 2 and I want to finish near number 4. So I'm going to put Donald Trump as your number 1 stop, and your number 4, which is Abraham Lincoln, I'm going to move it to the last stop. So it's 1 and 5 here, right? And it's still weird. If you want optimize, there's a little button here that you click on it and optimizes the route. The only thing you got to do is choose your first and last stop. And look, it went 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're ending on the number 5. Now, if I put the number 5 as my last stop, actually I'll put my number 4 as my last stop, and I optimize it again, it gives me a new optimized route. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you don't like this route, you can always move, which is totally fine. And that's about it. It's pretty simple. You just choose your first stop and your last stop, and the program does it for you. Now, the computers are stupid. Don't think that they're always gonna know 100%. There's new shortcuts. There's things that you can move around. So the best way to do it is have them optimize it and then do your little adjustments. We also added a new field on the top. Let's say I'm here and I need to add a new pool to this route. And I know that on Monday or Tuesday, I have an opening. I want to find out where does this new stop fit in, right? So I'm going to add a random address and I'll just pick 44 on Sample Road. When I click on it, it automatically puts a black dot in here. What does that mean? That means that it's nearby. So if you're ever trying to find out where a stop would belong to a route, you can add it as many as you want in here. So I'm going to do another one, and you can just type any address. It should pull it in a suggestion. I'm going to do one in Boca. Boom. I know those 3 stops that I want to play around with it are nearby. Now, if I put an address, and I'm just going to choose a weird city, Tamarack, which is, it's an area we don't service. So you don't want it, you can just remove it, and boom, it's right where you want it. So let's say your borderline is the Sawgrass Expressway, and these two are out. So 4400, you remove it. That doesn't fit your route. This one does because it's in your Sawgrass area. So I'm going to remove the Coral Springs one. This is a great feature, guys, that you can utilize to make sure your route is nice and tight. Now, this is just an example. I have a lot better routes on my own pool company in Florida, but this is something pretty cool that we created. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. My name is Nilson Silva with Routerly.net.